I want to turn now to something that's getting a lot of attention, efforts to prevent non-citizens from voting. We should note that it's exceedingly rare, and yet some officials believe it's an urgent matter, including yourself, Secretary Raffensperger. Why? And we should note it's already against the law to vote if you're a non-citizen.
Because I believe only American citizens should be voting in our elections. And I ran back in 2018 saying the same thing. I'm the first Secretary of State in Georgia to ever do 100% citizenship verification. And what we found was about 1,600 people that attempted to register, but we couldn't verify citizenship, so they weren't put on the voter rolls. So my fellow Georgians asked me, are non-citizens voting in Georgia? I can say, no, they aren't, because we've checked it. And then we've just won a court case, which came from the left, for the coalition of the People's Agenda and the New Georgia Project, which was founded by Stacey Abrams. We won that court case because they tried to stop us from doing citizenship verification before people were put on the voter rolls. We won that court case, and because we won that court case, we put an end to it in Georgia. But also, any other state that gets sued can use us as, an example, as a precedent to make sure you can check your voter rolls.
We were both going to jump in.
Go ahead.
Secretary
I've
got good news for everyone. All of us want to make sure only U.S. citizens are voting in our elections, and all of us follow the law, ensure the federal provisions are protected, and that we're ensuring that only valid votes are counted in our state. So we're all committed to that, and I think it's really important for folks to know that regardless of our party affiliation, we're doing all that we can and more to ensure, as the facts show in all of our states, that only U.S. citizens are voting.
But the key point you just said, though, was federal provisions. There's no provision for state law other than state law. And so states really should put in their constitution, like the state of Georgia, I've asked them to do, make sure that only American citizens are voting in any election in your state.
And I think, Secretary Raffensperger, you proved the point with the statement you made. You did an audit, and you found that there were attempts, but none of those folks were actually registered, and none of those folks actually voted. And that means that elections have been safe and secure from non-citizen voting in Georgia, Pennsylvania, Michigan, Arizona, and across the country. So I think this is a red herring. I think there's already a law against this. But Arizona, by the way, we've had no citizen voting law on the books for a long time. We actually have a separate ballot for folks who are federal-only voters. Our standards are higher than everybody else's, but we've still got folks making crazy allegations that they're not. So, we really have to look at the facts.
Quick response, is it a red herring? I want to get to AI, something I know you all want to weigh in on.
Absolutely not, because you look at already, there's the left-wing groups trying to get non-citizens voting in local elections in Washington, D.C., New York City, and in other places. And so if people really truly believe this, then why are we getting sued by the left to stop us from doing citizenship verification?